back in 1919, the great German social scientist Max Weber said that the most challenging pedagogic role, and I would say the most significant pedagogic role for a third level academic, is making scientific problems comprehensible for untrained but receptive minds. And secondly, then, enabling such a person, if you like, with this untrained but receptive mind to think independently. We should be doing anything that makes the subject comprehensible to them. That can involve giving lectures, it can involve giving seminars, it can involve showing videos, answering questions, engaging them in discussions, whatever it takes to make the subject comprehensible. When I learned law back in the 1980s myself, I learned about a whole series of cases, a whole series of enactments, most of which have now been amended or repealed, or the cases have been overruled. But what hasn't been repealed or overruled in that time is the method of thinking, the approaches to the problem, the legal way of thinking, and for legal we can substitute engineering way or medical way. That approach continues on and retains its validity. It's important to teach things that are interesting both to you as the lecturer or module coordinator and interesting to the students who are actually in your classes. So one example of that, for instance, this year is that I've increased the level of human rights that we've looked at in our constitutional law of the European Union class. And one of the reasons for that is that at the moment, it's very much in the news. It's everywhere. Europe is being hit by a wave of migrants. It's a subject we can't help but be fascinated by. And we can use that fascination, if you like, to instill an interest and a fascination with the subject that we're actually teaching. It's very important to think about your teaching. As specialised academics, we're very used to thinking about the substantive matter that we like to research or that we're interested in, be it engineering or medicine or law or whatever it may be. But what we're less used to doing is actually thinking about teaching itself. And this is something that is crucially important. It's also something that we're very much encouraged to do by the university. I think it's important to innovate. One thing that helped me particularly to do this was actually doing the graduate diploma in teaching and learning that was offered by the university, which was enormously encouraging in the sense that it reinforced our images of ourselves as good teachers, but it also gave examples of alternative approaches we could use. I've tried two. One of them has been problem-based learning, which is leading with the problem rather than the scientific explanation of the rules that apply to it. And the second one that I tried was having students making presentations, interrupting them as they went along with suggestions or questions. Curiously, both of those innovations helped me to get the best teaching feedback that I have ever gotten back. The one in relation to problem-based learning, I got the best feedback in relation to presentations. I had a former Dutch student come up to me on the day of her graduation and say that it was the single best class that she had ever done. And of course, what could make you feel better than that?